Now look at another coordination mechanism supply chain partners can use. You recall the concept of mass customization. We said that when we discussed this process strategy, and let's say this is volume and this is customization, high, high, and in general we say that this is a sort of a feasible region, right? In other words, there is a sort of a trade-off relationship between volume and customization. What is the mass customization? Mass customization is a little bit counterintuitive in the sense that we can place mass customization here. So it is outside this feasible region, and it seems like it's not easy to achieve this one. It's obvious. But once the firm can achieve this position, it will enjoy premium profit. It will enjoy very high level of competitive advantage. And the question is, how can you achieve this one? How can we move outside this feasible region, and how can we achieve a mass customization? One way to achieve mass customization is to adopt postponement, the concept of postponement. It's delaying the product differentiation point or product differentiating point. And it maintains commonality among different products as long as possible. And then when we have enough information about the market demand, then we can differentiate the product. And this is called channel capability. I want to make a distinction between channel capability and individual capability. Individual capability is something a single company develops and improves or achieves unilaterally without the help from other supply chain partners, other supply chain companies. On the other hand, in contrast, channel capability is something you cannot have unilaterally. You have to work with your supply chain partners. You have to work with your supply chain, entities who share the same supply chain. You have to work with that in order to have channel capability. And I would just say that this one you cannot have through individual capability. You must have channel capability. Supply chain coordination must be there in order to achieve mass customization. So postponement is such capability, and postponement itself must be supported by supply chain capability. And there are some cost and benefit, and then I will explain more about this modularity principle. And now look at this, the principle of postponement more clearly by looking at the picture. Well, and think about an automobile company. I'm not sure whether in reality it's how realistic it is to use this car maker's example, but for the sake of a clear explanation, let's say that there is a car maker which is capable of applying this postponement concept. Now, let's think about a beginning of a production cycle. beginning of production cycle, and then beginning of sales. Usually, more traditional or conventional way of making these things is we have a very short period of time for common platform or commonality. But after this short period of time, usually the firm has to differentiate its products. So that this is called the product differentiation point, right? Product differentiation point. Product differentiation point. After that point, you can identify these different types of cars. Let's say we have 3 different types: type A, type B, type C, and compact car, passenger sedan, SUV. We call that as early differentiation, early product differentiation approach. Okay, early differentiation, early product differentiation. And now let's think about the possibility that we can delay or postpone or delay this product differentiation point to the late stage of this whole production cycle. In other words, why don't I delay this product differentiation point to the later stage of this production cycle? And therefore I have much longer period for common platform or common commonality, and then almost towards the end of the sales season starts, I have 3 different types of products: compact car, sedan, and SUV. Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to do this? Why do I want to use this postponement, or why do I want to delay this product differentiation point to the later stage? Here I want to remind you about this information quality. We said that information quality is a function of 2 things: the distance between information source and decision point. Okay, so if we have higher information quality, and it becomes much easier for us to plan, and actually we can have better chance to achieve this efficiency driven value and responsiveness driven value at the same time. And now let's think about this information quality. Obviously, this is information source. Information source is here, and if we want to differentiate the product, then this is our decision point, right? This is our decision point. That means that our distance between information source and decision point, if we use early differentiation, the distance is quite long. That means that our very long distance between information source and decision point, that obviously involves our information quality goes down. That means that our uncertainty goes up, and that means that our inventory will go up as well. Or we would just say mismatch will increase quite significantly. Mismatch between demand and supply. On the other hand, let's look at this postponed product differentiation strategy. And now we have a much shorter distance. shorter distance between information source and decision point. Okay, information source and decision point, and therefore our information quality improves compared with this more traditional early product differentiation point. And if that is the case, then somehow by delaying this product differentiation point, what we can do is we increase our information quality, and therefore somehow we reduce our uncertainty, and that means that the mismatch between supply and demand will go down, and that eventually we believe that our ability to achieve mass customization increases significantly. That's the kind of a causal link. Why we want to use postponement. I want to give you an example. Let's say our forecasting or our uncertainty is expressed like this. This is early product differentiation. On the other hand, this one is, let's say, postponed or delayed product differentiation. And let me give you an example. It's kind of in retrospect. So actual demand is like this. Product type A, B, C. Actual demand is 200, 300, 500. But if we try to differentiate early, then our forecasting, this is our information. This is our forecasting. At that early product differentiation point, if that is the case. And now, if we postpone the differentiation, if we postpone the product differentiation point, our information, quality improves, and our forecasting accuracy improves as well. And therefore, we were able to have this forecasting. And then what is the mismatch? If we had differentiated the products early, the mismatch would have been 600. On the other hand, if we had postponed the product differentiation point, our mismatch would be 140. This is a significant, right? Almost a 70 to 80% reduction. Almost 70 to 80% reduction of our mismatch by delaying the product differentiation point. And if we can achieve this much benefit, then it's good for us to use postponement. And again, postponement implies channel capability. The supply chain partners must work together. So now we can see the value of a postponement. But the question is it easy to achieve this postponement? Not at all, right? If it's easy, then everybody can use this postponement. But that's not easy. Because if I delay my decision regarding this product differentiation point, then somehow, if I do nothing during this common platform period, then at this point, even if I know exactly how many for each of these product, for each of this product type, how many units will be demanded, if I know that can be useless, because I don't have enough time to respond. I don't have enough time to manufacture things according to that product mix composition. That means that even if I delay this product differentiation point, I gotta do something throughout this common platform period. I have to do things, right? What should I do if I do not know exactly what products I will make? So again, during this period, I have to make some common parts and common elements of all these products. That means that if I want to utilize this postponement, I have to redefine my product. And I have to find out commonality among all these products. And it is well known that some modularity concept becomes very important. For instance, now I have to define my car, compact car, as consists of 5 modules. Let's say module A, B, C, D, E. And now I redefine my sedan as modules of A, B, C, F, G. And SUV is consists of modules A, B, C, H, I. So what's the big point here? The big point here is that I identify the common parts, right? I identify the common parts, A, B, C. And therefore I probably want to produce A, B, C modules here. And then once I have clear idea about this product mix uncertainty, then I can start make D, E, and F, G, and H, I. Then in the end, I can just assemble all these modules to make different types of cars. So modularity becomes very important concept in implementing postponement. In this case, it's just not only the product modularity and also the process modularity must be taken into account. Remember, we talked about 2 different types of uncertainty. One is aggregate level uncertainty, and product mix level uncertainty. And when we talk about mismatch between supply and demand, we want to focus on this product mix uncertainty, right? And that's the most serious cause for this mismatch between supply and demand. For instance, when you look at this early differentiation, postponed differentiation, the total number, aggregate level demand, aggregate supply is always 1000, and aggregate demand is again 1000. So it seems like supply total supply and total demand roughly balanced. The thing is that this product mix level uncertainty is still high, and that's why it is useful for us to use postponement. So postponement basically is very useful when we deal with this mismatch between supply and demand due to product mix uncertainty. Again, VMI and postponements are some of the strategic tools the supply chain partners can utilize to cope with this uncertainty, especially for the postponement case. It deals with product mix level uncertainty more specifically. I want you to understand the relationship between this whole, the key construct, the key concept, information quality and uncertainty and inventory, and there are certain, problems, three very serious consequences due to having too much inventory, and that will cause lots of problems in supply chain management, actually in performance of any business and any company. So how to deal with this uncertainty in a most effective way? That is always the number one question the supply chain manager must ask. And then eventually we want to cope with all this uncertainty, and we want to get over all this, especially product mix uncertainty, through coordination, information sharing, communication, and so on and so forth. And remember that the coordination has a big benefit, and at the same time it may cause some cost. So whenever we have to decide the most appropriate coordination mechanism, we have to look at this cost and benefit at the same time. What are the coordination mechanisms? Well, it depends on the specific situation, specific cases where the supply chain partners interact with each other. So sometimes we have to look at these bargaining power issues, and sometimes we have to look at this proprietary knowledge leakage issues. Whatever you do, think about all these complicated and complex factors together, and their cause and effect relationships. Then you will be able to find the most appropriate coordination mechanism that works best for your own supply chain and supply chain management.